We had a request from Brian Strom, one of our subscribers, to have a look at Fathom Nickel. Now, they're a small Canadian company, do what they say on the tin. Obviously, they're a nickel company that really focus on the EV sector for the input into those batteries. So if that sector takes off, then they can be an interesting one to watch. Now I'm going to take a look at the technical analysis, give it the overview, see where it is heading next. Now it can be traded in the US as an OTC stock or on the Canadian Stock Exchange. So like I say, an interesting one to look at. So let's get into that analysis. So what does the longer term look via the weekly line chart tell us? Well, it tells us that Fathom haven't been around for that long. As you can see, they came in around June 21, and since then the price has been on the slide down to almost those lows. They bottomed there in February of this year and are moving that way at the moment. You can see all the volume at prices at this current range, and between, like I say, the 0.1229 zone up to this strong Fibonacci number 38.2% at 0.2447. So it's got to really get up to there, and strongly push on through before it can get back to those previous highs. But at the moment, things have calmed down. It has gone more neutral, price wise. So like these stocks, they're very illiquid, very volatile. They're almost like a boom and bust play, and if they hit that proverbial gold mine, then this stock could soar thousands of percent. If they don't, they're gonna peter out to nothing as well. So it's a risky play, this sort of stock, but if you get it right, then like I say, there's a home run in there for you. And this company, they like to focus in on the EV market, producing nickel for those batteries. That sector's been struggling a bit of late, so there's a bit of correlation there. So again, tie that in with how that sector progresses. If you are a bit more bullish, then the line break chart, 4-line break chart, can give you good reversal points to get in at, and we've got a bullish setup here at the moment. We've got a couple of numbers for you. More aggressive 0.229 and a more conservative 0.256. I say maybe you could put some orders in around those as potential buy-in points. Something to think about. Now the daily Heikin-Ashi, what's that giving us? Well, at the moment, signals down the bottom, both bearish, and volatility's actually been picking up. Very volatile, like we see, 215%. So that's quite a, like I say, dangerous, volatile, risky stock to play. So expect a lot of price movement on a daily basis in either direction. Trading at the moment quite a bit above its longer term moving average. Volume though, as you can see, is also not that great. So that volatility plus the volume being as low as it is can create, like I said, these big jumpy moves in the price. Now heading on to that price, probability power box, 85.9% chance of an up move. So that's an encouraging sign, and it does tie nicely with the institutional power zones, those red dashes there, which offer support and resistance zones. So we could be building for a potential move that way. The thing holding it back at the moment, trend, that red shaded area on the way down, is still bearish. So we'd wait to that to flip to green before thinking about possibly putting on a trade to the upside. But at the moment, let's say, like the line chart that we saw, things consolidating really in this price range, and really needs to push its way up and put that recent highs under pressure before moving on upwards. Now on the short term Renko chart, 0.01 block size, it's a similar story, obvious trend down. Our signals at the bottom all bearish, so not great in the short term. We can see that short term rundown that we're currently in, but we've got this Fibonacci zone here in the bottoms, so something to watch out for. Can it create support here? If it can't, then there's not a lot of downside left in it, but you know, this sort of zone in the 0.05 area as a pretty bad case scenario. Upwise, use those Fibonacci's. I think in the shorter term we've got 0.2539, then 0.3273, and then back towards those highs at 0.446. So at the moment it's feeling, I think, a little bit weak bearish. It's very difficult to score very small illiquid stocks. It's harder to use technical analysis on these type of stocks, but looking at the data we've got at this current point in time, I'm going for weak bearish overall. The Heikin Ashi and the Renko not looking that great at the moment, but you know, price has been consolidating over 2022, which is encouraging, and the probability power score did have good odds of an up move at this price, 85.9%, and we've got a couple of bullish entry points, a bit longer term, and the top right there for you. Now if we head into the targets, it's pretty evenly matched, the up and down side, 1.66 and 2.66 to 1 to the ups, and 1.84 and 2.75 to 1 to the downs, but overall weak bearish. This type of stock as an investment or a trade is very risky, and you've got to be prepared to lose the whole lot on this sort of play, because they are very volatile, they come and go, and they can be very hit and miss. But if they are a hit, then the upside is normally quite substantial. Now, very difficult to, like I say, use a technical analysis on these type of stocks, so I'd also use the technicals along with the fundamentals. Look out for the news, see what's going on with the company, and also what is going on with the EV sector, because they are, you know, pitching themselves very heavily in that area of nickel market, providing the EV battery providers with the goods they need to build their stuff. So let me know in those comments below what you think of Fathom, where it can be heading next, and if you've liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons, and all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.